Hello there, Stevos. Welcome along to another episode of Lens on Life right here on my YouTube channel, SteveOfficial. It is Tuesday, the 14th of April, 2026. Just got into work, just gone 6:30. Currently listening to some music on my Bluetooth headphones through my phone via Apple Music, which is Girls and Boys via Blur. So that's what I'm listening to at the moment. I've obviously started my day with a cup of coffee just to perk me up, wake me up before I start my shift on this Tuesday morning. Coming up on this week's episode of Lens on Life, by the way, I'm going to be trying out the KFC pickle menu, which has been out in the UK for the last few weeks, but I've still not yet tried it, so I'm going to give that a taste test later this week. Also coming up in this week's episode, I'm also going to be trying out the brand new Greggs chicken roll, not sausage roll, chicken roll. So I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on that as well. And also coming up a little bit later on in this episode, actually I may talk about it in the next scene or in a couple of scenes time, but I'm going to be talking about JJ's health, as there's a little bit of an update to bring to you in regards to JJ's health. Something very horrifying happened in front of me and my sister yesterday, which I will dive into very, very shortly. But first, though, it is just gone 6:30 on this Tuesday morning. Got 15 minutes before the start of my shift, so I'm going to sit down, continue to listen to some music on my phone, and drink my coffee before I start my shift at work. So I have just got back home after doing my shift on this Tuesday morning, and firstly, I just want to say that earlier this week I actually took out some money for my rent, which I give to my sister each week. And basically I gave her the cash yesterday, but I was obviously counting to make sure that the ATM machine did give me the right amount of money, where I normally get my cash out from. And obviously my sister uses that money for like food and for the food shop and like other essential bits and pieces, really. So that's something that me and her agreed on like a long time ago. So obviously I was counting my money, and I happened to actually find that there was something different about one of the £20 notes. I have actually got some video footage that I'm going to share with you guys right now as to what it was, because obviously here in the UK we do still have £20 notes and other cash notes that have still got Queen Elizabeth II on it, who passed away back in, I think, was it 2022? She passed away, and obviously, you know, she was our longest reigning queen of the country, of England. And obviously now we've got King Charles, who was Prince Charles, but now he's King Charles. And obviously now that he's king, it means that obviously his face gets put on the banknotes now here in the UK. Now I do believe that some of them got distributed maybe about a few months ago. They started to go into circulation. But it was on Sunday last weekend, when I got my rent money out for this week, that I noticed for the first time that I'd had a £20 note with King Charles' face on it. So there we go. So that was nice. That was nice of me to have a face of King Charles on a £20 note. Yesterday, by the way, was also really, really terrifying for me and my sister, because we were sat here in the living room where I'm sat at the moment, and obviously we've got JJ. Now JJ is 15 years old now, and he's getting old, and we basically witnessed him yesterday collapse on the floor. And he wasn't moving for a good minute and a half, and we were trying to call his name and he wasn't responding or anything like that. So we feared the worst, that he was dead, essentially. You know, he'd just gone. He had his tongue hanging out of his mouth and stuff like that. He then managed to get back up again, but my sister was panicking, obviously, so she straight away called the vets and got him booked in for an appointment for yesterday. And basically we were worried, you know, when he came round from whatever this was that happened to him, like his whole body was stiff. But what when he did come round, I was there saying his name, and he was looking at me, and he was shaking his head like this continuously as he was trying to get back up off the floor. Obviously, we took JJ down to the vets yesterday, and obviously we've known for quite some time now, for about 6 months to about a year, we've known that JJ has got a heart condition. He's suffering with heart failure. And it was around about stage 3 to stage 4 heart failure is what he had around about this time last year. Fast forward to now, 1 year later, and he is now at stage 4/stage 5 of heart failure, which means that these could be possibly his final few days or his final few weeks left. So I'm not going to lie, I'm very devastated, and I'm very heartbroken to hear that, you know, JJ might not be with us in the next few months. I've spent so much time with that dog, especially when I was little. You know, he's watched me grow up from being a very young teenager to what I am now, which is an adult, you know. And, you know, before I moved to Bournemouth, obviously I lived in Basingstoke, and, you know, obviously we had, I used to take him out for like 3-hour walks, you know, every weekend on a Saturday or a Sunday, you know, around Basingstoke. So, yeah, understandably, I'm really heartbroken to hear that JJ's health is getting worse and it is deteriorating. My sister went out after the vet appointment yesterday to go and get him a bed. She is going to be looking after him upstairs in her bedroom and in her work office when she's working as well, just to keep an eye on him. Obviously, he has been given some liquid medication to take, which is going to help him with, because his heart's very enlarged as well, which is causing him a lot of difficulties breathing as well. So obviously, to reduce his enlargement of his heart, we've obviously got to give him some liquid medication, which he's taken. He's responding to it well. But the heart medication that my sister has been giving to him now for the last year, he has started to reject it. He doesn't want to take it out of my sister's hand. He spits it out when he is given it in his mouth and stuff. So, you know, I just think it is just his body rejecting the medication, and obviously now it's, you know, it's making his condition a lot worse. Obviously, I will keep you guys informed and keep you guys updated as to what happens with JJ, but, you know, yesterday was a very hard-hitting and a very emotional day for me and my sister here, especially given the fact what we witnessed. The vet did also say as well that, you know, if we do start to struggle, or if we do see him start to suffer, and we just don't want to see him suffer anymore, then putting him to sleep would be another option, and that is something that the vet would be happy to do given the circumstances. You know, I mean, obviously we want to try and prolong JJ's life for a little bit longer, you know, but obviously at the same time we don't want to see JJ suffer, you know, we really don't. So, you know, but we're going to keep an eye on him and see how he goes over the next maybe few days, few weeks. And if we do have to take that decision to put him to sleep, then that is a decision that we will probably have to make as a family. But it was really hard yesterday seeing JJ like that. It really was. But, you know, I was really worried about him. Really worried about him that, you know, he was gone. And luckily, thankfully, he is still with us now. So let's just hope and pray that we can hold on to him for a little bit. So it is Wednesday afternoon, by the way. Been to work this morning, of course, and now I'm out and about after going back home, getting out my work uniform, putting some shopping away that I needed to get, just some cereal and some caffeine-free Pepsi Maxes in a multi-pack. I am now on my way down to Tower Park. Now, why am I off to Tower Park, I hear you ask? Well, because I am going to try the KFC pickle menu, and I'm going to share my thoughts on that in just a few moments. Okay, so I'm at KFC, and this is what I've got. I have got Pepsi Max, large Pepsi Max with pickle juice. I've also got some chips, and I've also got some gravy, and I've also got a original chicken piece as well, and I've also got a pickle chicken, a pickle burger as well. So there we go. So that is my KFC at the moment. I'm gonna, yeah. Oh dear. So that goes in there. I'm just gonna put it in there right now. Okay, there we go. Just about there. Floating. Floating away. There we go. Oh dear. Oh, by the way, I may have made a bit of a mess there, so that's okay. I've got some serviettes, so that's fine. There we are. So I will now give this a go. It's not bad actually. That's actually not too bad. That actually is not too bad. Anyway, I'm going to finish eating the rest of my lunch because otherwise it's going to go cold. So, but yeah, that actually weren't too bad. It's got a bit of a weird taste afterwards, though. It's got a very bit of a weird taste afterwards. Anyway, I'm going to eat the rest of my lunch, but that is my KFC lunch. God damn. What the actual... honestly, what the actual... That is so weird. So weird. By the way, I do apologise, whilst I was in there, because I may have had a little bit of flickering going on the lens, but I do apologise for that. And also as well, if it was a little bit blurry, I do apologise. Obviously, my fingers were a bit greasy and got on the camera lens a little bit. But anyway, that was my KFC lunch. The burger was nice, not gonna lie. It got a little bit, you know what, that weird Pepsi Max, pickle flavoured Pepsi Max got weirder and weirder the more I drank it. It was weird. Believe me, it's weird. If they bring it back, would I drink it again? I don't know. I don't know if I would. Don't know. But I will say though, it weren't too bad. It was worth it. You know, I mean, even if I just have it the once and once only, I've had it the once, I've experienced it the once, who knows. Anyway, I'm starting to get out of breath because I'm walking up these stairs. They're unbelievable, these stairs. They're really hard to get up. Anyway, the burger was nice though. I will say that, the burger was very nice. Let me just take a breather for a second. Obviously I'm listening to some music on my phone, and I'm also going to head off to Sainsbury's in Alder Road because they've got these dairy milk pots of joy. I think they've got a twirl one and they've got an Oreo cookie one, which I do want to give a go. They are made for sharing, but this is me we're talking about, and I don't share. So so I am going to try and see if they are in Sainsbury's. Otherwise that's a wasted journey, but nevertheless, so I've done over 20,000 steps today on my phone, which is good because that's my step goal achieved for the day. So yeah, so there we go. So I am going to head off to Sainsbury's in Alder Road and try and see if I can get myself a Dairy Milk Pots of Joy Oreo cookie, and even a twirl one if they've got a twirl one there, and we'll do a taste test of them. I probably might do a taste test of one of them today. The other one I will probably do at the end of this video. So I have got the goods. Well, I say I've got the goods. I was absolutely soaking wet on the way back from walking from Sainsbury's in Alder Road because it was chucking it down with rain. Luckily though, there were some really lovely people on the road that let me go when I was waiting at the curb to cross the road, so very kind of them. But I have got some bits and pieces. I decided to pick up a mango and passion fruit smoothie because it's been a while since I last had one of those. Also as well, I picked myself up a bottle of orange and mango juice. So it's freshly squeezed orange juice and crushed mango. This is like technically the Taste the Difference by Sainsbury's bottle of orange juice, because after walking away from KFC and after doing that last scene of this video, I've got a bit of a horrible aftertaste from that Pepsi Max pickle flavour. That was disgusting. Anyway, well, it was nice, kind of. It was a very weird texture, very weird taste, so I don't know. Anyway, also as well, I did pick up the, as I've seen advertised on social media, the dairy milk with Oreo. It's made to share, but I'm not sharing this. Of course I'm not. But I'm going to try that one at the end of this video, okay? But the one that we are going to try... Oh, that bag is absolutely soaked to the point it's literally just landed on my lap, and now my lap is absolutely saturated with water. That's lovely. The one that we are going to try, though, is this one. This is the dairy milk with 12 bits, okay? So I'm going to give that a go in just a few moments. Let me just put some of this stuff away in the fridge because it's been out the fridge for a little while. Once I've done that, then I will come back and I will taste test the dairy milk with 12 bits. Okay, so here we go. This is the dairy milk 12, and in there is the 12 pieces. So what I am going to do is I am just going to put you guys there for a sec. Oh god, okay, maybe try and balance you there. Hopefully you can see me. If not, I can just try and move a little bit. There we go. Oh, I think actually this is perfectly in shot, actually, because you can see that obviously I'm now just about to put this in here, like that. This is like pretty much, this almost looks like, I don't know, like chilled, melted chocolate with just bits of twirl. But we'll give it a try anyway. So, and we'll see what it... Oh god, this bit's just fallen out. Lovely. Okay, right, let's... Now that I've mushed it down, let's give it a go. Very chocolatey. Although saying that, I only had a bit... I didn't even have the bit with the twirl. Let me try some with the twirl. This is good. 10 out of 10 would recommend this. Yeah, 10 out of 10 would recommend trying that. Delicious. Obviously, I have got the a dairy milk cookie one, which I will try at the end of this video for you guys. But this one, definitely my favourite. Absolutely. So, it is Friday the 17th of April 2026, and I'm just on my way to BH2. Well, I'm in BH2 right now, as I'm just about to go and see Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which is a brand new horror film that's come out today. So obviously I reviewed that already through my movie wrap-up videos, so obviously you should have by now been able to check out that review. Firstly though, I have actually just gone and bought myself a Greggs, because it's been a while since I last had a Greggs. I can't remember the last time I had a Greggs, so I thought I'd pick one up. And what did I buy? The new chicken roll. I've heard mixed reviews on this, and I bought 2 of them, so I'm going to give it a taste test and I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts on it in just a few moments. So let's give it a try. I don't know how to feel. Oh, now I can taste the chicken. Taste the chicken. Doesn't really, I mean, it does taste, I mean, it does almost taste similar to a sausage roll, I guess, really, because it's the same pastry. But out of 10, what would I recommend? I would probably say that's 7 out of 10. I don't know whether I'd buy it again. I've got another one as well, because I bought 2, because I fancied having 2, because why not? But they're £1.35 in Greggs right now, so you can buy them right now. But I don't know whether I would buy this one again. Not too sure. Anyway, I'm going to put my camera away. I'm going to get my phone out, scan my QR code for Lee Cronin's The Mummy, and I'm going to go and see that right now on this Friday morning, nearly afternoon. When I do get back home, I will do the taste test for the final product that I've got to show off this week, which is the Pots of Joy, Cadbury Pot of Joy, Dairy Milk Pot of Joy, Oreo cookies version. Obviously earlier this video I showed you the 12 bits one. Obviously I'm going to show you the the other one, the Oreo cookie bits one, in the next scene of this video, and then I'll wrap this episode up here. So I have just got back home from seeing The Mummy by Lee Cronin at the cinema. Definitely worth checking it out if you've not already seen it. By the time this video goes up, it will probably be on digital platforms already, so do go and check it out. In the meantime though, I've got back home and now I am going to give a go this dairy milk with Oreo biscuit pieces. So it's not actually got the Oreo, like the cream from the Oreo, it's just the biscuit pieces from the Oreo. So obviously I've already mixed it all in together, so I can't really show you that well because otherwise the spoon's going to fall out and stuff, but they are in there. They are in there. Hopefully I won't have the same problem as I had with the 12 pieces, where I literally took a bit of the yogurt, which is just melted chocolate as such, cold melted chocolate, and it didn't have any 12 pieces on the spoon. So fingers crossed, when I go for this one this time, I'm going to get a big spoonful this time, about this big. This big will do, and there's definitely some Oreo pieces on it as well. So without further ado, let's give it a taste test. Oh my god, this is good. This is really, really good. Really good. I will say, by the time I finished filming the 12 pieces one, and obviously I ate the rest of that, not gonna lie, the yogurt, the chocolatey yogurt is very sickly when it gets down to the bottom, and quite rich as well. But that being said though, this is still very delicious. Both dairy milk 12 pieces and Oreo biscuit bits are available to buy currently at Sainsbury's for £3.50. So they are made to share, but I don't share. And for me, I could eat this in one sitting, no problem at all. So there we go. Anyway, I am going to wrap this vlog up here because I've gone on for a bit longer than I anticipated this week. But a massive thank you for watching this episode of Lens on Life. If you have enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section down below. And as always, if you are new around here and you like what you see, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below to become a Stevo as well. Coming up in next week's episode, by the way, I am going to be heading off to Tower Park for the afternoon. I will reveal more about that in next week's episode of Lens on Life, and also as well coming up in next week's episode, we'll see if we can go out and do a bit more bits and pieces as well. I mean, I have got the cinema 3 times next week, possibly 4, so I don't know if next week's episode is going to be a bit shorter or not, but we'll see about that. But until then though, it's goodbye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys again in my next YouTube video.